Traffic at 8-6 at the airport at 8:03. Good morning, everyone. A Ponoka man is dead this morning after 4 snowmobilers got caught in an avalanche in eastern BC over the weekend. The slide happening on Saturday near McBride, about 2.5 hours east of Prince George along Highway 16. Two of the sledders were able to avoid the slide, but the other 2 were swept away by all the snow, one dying at the scene. The second person is still missing. Ground crews are not being allowed in the area because of the dangerous avalanche conditions that persist this morning. A stranger who sexually assaulted a Calgary woman in her own home is still at large today. A sketch of the suspect is out. Police are hoping that tips from the public will lead to an arrest. Investigators say the woman was asleep in her home at the time. She woke up with a man on top of her. This happened in the 5300 block of 26th Avenue Southwest near Optimist Park. It's believed the man got in through an unlocked door. The suspect is described as an Aboriginal man between 28 and 33, stands about 5'7" with a skinny build. Police say he may have cuts to his face as a result of the struggle he got in with the woman. To politics now. One of the most anticipated budgets in Alberta's history will be unveiled on Thursday. Premier Jim Prentice is warning it'll be a tough budget that affects everyone in Alberta. Before the budget comes down, the Premier will hit the airwaves tomorrow night in a televised address. At a cost of $80,000, the opposition is calling this a very pricey pre-election advertisement. Mount Royal political scientist Laurie Williams says the speech will likely set the tone for Thursday's budget, and it will act as a preemptive strike.
We'll probably get a few clues, and I think what he's trying to do is just prepare the ground for Albertans so that there won't be too negative a reaction to the budget. I think everybody's hoping that he's setting the expectations low enough that they will be pleasantly surprised it isn't as bad as they feared.
Many believe Premier Prentice will call an election 1 week from today that will send Albertans to the polls on the last Monday in April 27th. Over the past 2 years, the Stephen Harper government has spent $24 million, taxpayer dollars, on an advertising campaign promoting Canadian oil in the United States. The maple leaf was plastered on the walls of subway stops in Washington, D.C., and it popped up in all sorts of American publications with messages like friends and neighbors and America's best energy partner. Documents obtained by the Canadian Press offer a behind-the-scenes peek into what went into the campaign. The topics range from the most coveted billboard locations in Washington to whether social media sites like Facebook should be used. Despite the 2-year campaign, the fate of the proposed Keystone XL pipeline project remains still up in the air this morning. Defenders of the marketing strategy, though, say that doesn't mean it failed. One federal official says the campaign was not designed to persuade the U.S. government to approve the pipeline. The official says the aim was to defend Canadian energy reputation against hostile groups and lawmakers threatening anti-oil sands measures. And that's your news.